No peace. Our street. Our street. Our street. Our street. Our street. Our street. You can't tell us nothing. You can't tell us nothing. Go arrest. You want somebody to say something? Go arrest that. Go arrest the motherfucker who hit this little baby. Don't tell it. Can't nobody tell us nothing.
Go ahead and tell us what he want to say to me. I won't say it to everybody.
You got to say it.
No justice. No peace.
You got to say it. Everybody listen to you.
Okay, go
ahead.
I worked this wreck time. Okay. I was the first one here on scene. I was the very first one that got here.
Where's the mother and dad so they can hear this?
Hold up. Mama and daddy. Come here.
You can push down the street.
No, don't give him no photo out. Hugging her.
He want to tell us something. He said he worked this time.
Hold on, let him look at the baby while he's talking.
I want y'all to hear what I got to say to everybody, just like I told y'all Sunday. I called y'all Sunday, I got to y'all.
Yes.
I worked this wreck Sunday.
Yes.
I got chills on me from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, up down my legs, seeing this baby fit because I was the first one here and I saw that baby fit. And I saw that there was nothing that I could do. After 25 years of being a police and an EMT and a firefighter, it don't get no easier to see these babies laid right here in this road, regardless of what the hell happened. There's nothing that I could do under the sun to save this baby. The Lord had taken him home by the time I got here. Anything that I could have done to take care of that child.
My check. Tell me why you here now. My check.
Because you interrupting our service. You had all week long to come and talk to these families.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say. We ain't giving you no fucking photo op. Say what you got to say, man. Well, say what you got to say. Hold on, wait.
Same thing I told these folks in. There's nothing that I could do at the time. There's nothing that I could do at this time for the child except pray for this family. And I have been.
You gotta arrest the person that did it.
We're about to charge him. Hold on, wait. Mic check.
No peace.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's what we're trying to get to. We understand you couldn't bring. We know he was BOA.
Yeah. But you the one who charged him.
Why is he the officer?
All right. So far, he's sorry for being powerful.
Right.
Now let's get to the real meat of the stuff.
Okay. The investigation has led that we took the guy in custody Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't let him out no time. I ain't gonna have no charge there.
So he's not in jail?
don't know.
He's not in jail.
No, yeah.
And they gave him the truck back.
They're driving up and down here with the
That's
murder weapon.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get, y'all. That's the question I was
Murder
asking.
charge.
So what did you charge him with? You were the
I wasn't the arresting officer.
Okay, that's what I thought you were saying.
But I was the first one here.
So
I didn't leave this scene. They could tell you.
Did you see a vehicular homicide?
Let me explain.
Okay, that's
You might be a little narcissistic. Please tell me you ain't making this shit about you, dog. What is you trying to say, man? Say what you trying to say, because you disrespecting this family.
He's a flight risk. After he laid the scene, he's a flight risk.
Why it wasn't vehicular homicide?
Who's the one that they're charging with leaving the scene?
Danny Moe signed the charges on
That's the
The one who killed Tremaine White.
He was charged with possession of marijuana and a motor vehicle.
With them.
I took him and had his blood drawn, and when the results come back, if he had marijuana in his system, he would be charged with aggravated DUI at that time. I got to wait for crime lab report on that. I did take him myself to get his blood drawn.
They don't wait when he black.
Homicide, sir. Why was he not charged with homicide? With murder.
You have to have somebody else say. Last time I told him he
Because
was
he's white. Because he's white.
It don't make a shit.
Because he's white.
It is because he white. So I go out here, one of these white kids, hey, I'm under the jail. No peace.
Let me want to hear because you have charged him with vehicular homicide because you was a reporter. You the officer that came to the scene.
I didn't do the report. Danny Moe did the report.
So what are you offering? You came to let us know what? Any new information that you sorry? You think we want to hear? Man, we don't want to hear that you sorry, bro.
You said he was charged with
Go arrest him.
What I was told.
I thought
all I tell you is what I was told. I can't tell you nothing else.
You don't know what's going on.
Okay, but Floyd, you know he's charged with manslaughter.
To my knowledge, he is.
That's not what his charges say. You don't get up. No, and that's not the bond. Don't reflect that.
So
They run the search.
Because if it was manslaughter, he wouldn't have got the truck back.
Everything involved him, they run the search.
my brother got a good
I didn't hear what I'm going.
His bond doesn't reflect manslaughter. We not dumb, but I'm just saying that's what you're saying. But he ain't got no manslaughter charge because his bond don't reflect that. And then why did y'all give him the murder weapon back? So you're torturing this family. Think about this. Every time he ride around in this fucking truck, this mama, his cousins, his daddy gotta see that shit. And if we go gun his ass down, y'all ain't gonna have no trouble with locking us up, even if you don't have the answers. So go lock his ass up, or we gonna go. I'm telling you what's gonna happen, bro. I'm trying to warn you. All right, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. No, fuck that. You ain't talking about shit, bro. If you ain't got no answers, you ain't talking about nothing. No, just 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11.
Why y'all not in an outrage over this? Y'all know the ones, when I say y'all, you know exactly who I'm talking about. The ones who was all over us for standing up for Carmelo Anthony for self-defense. But this innocent little black boy was in a hit and run by this guy who only stopped to get his mirror later. No calling for 911, no stopping, not helping the little boy or nothing. Why y'all not going crazy over this? This little innocent 10-year-old little boy was murdered too. You know exactly why.
Y'all so loud about goddamn Austin Metcalf, but I can hear an ant pissing on cotton when it come to goddamn Jordan Hill. Huh? Y'all so goddamn loud about Austin Metcalf, but I can hear an ant pissing on cotton when it come to goddamn little ass Jordan Hill. Huh? If y'all don't know about the situation, that's because they sweeping under the rug. Down there in Mississippi, a 10-year-old boy was riding his ATV, chilling, minding his own business in his little neighborhood, right? Somebody named Cody Rallinson, huh? Driving his truck, known to be a R word, because he's a man, in his surrounding area, and also has a track record dating back all the way to when he used to live in Texas about him having Confederate flags and having run-ins with the law when he was driving inebriated, okay? He hits the young man. Not only did he hit the young man, but also there was no screech marks. He didn't try to stop, and he kept going. Now, he came back to the scene. Now, I know in your mind you thinking, oh, he came back to the scene. He wanted to see what happened. He realized what happened. No, he came back to the scene of the crime because why? The goddamn rearview mirror, side mirror on his car had fell off. He was coming to pick it up. Now, what type of damn sense do that make? You trying to tell me that this boy's life wasn't worth more than that mirror that you're talking about? Huh? Oh, smack, maybe he didn't know. He knew what the hell was going on. Huh? When y'all hollering about this Austin situation, look at this. The goddamn world need balance. Okay? And this goes to show you that this is what's happening down there, down in them southern areas, and ain't nobody saying nothing about it. And now all of a sudden this ain't that big of a deal. Oh, he shouldn't have been riding his ATV. This is a little boy in the country, down in Mississippi. This shouldn't have happened. Let alone should it be swept under the rug. Come on now. And this man sitting at home. Once again, Cody Rallinson. His ass need to be in jail. Alright? Y'all can go look it up. Go down the rabbit hole like I did. We'll be finding out what's going on because right now the police protecting him down there. I'm just here to bring y'all the news. I'm just a messenger.
Imagine going outside to play and being mowed down by your neighbor when you're just 10 years old and you're left outside to pass away. He didn't slow down. There wasn't even skid marks in the street. He just came back to pick up his mirror off his truck. Well, this is what happened to little Jordan Hill. Cody Rallinson, his neighbor, is the one who's responsible for taking his life without any empathy. He didn't feel bad and he knew what he did was wrong. And it may have even been on purpose because how do you speed down a street, first of all, that you know children frequent? Second, there was no skid marks in the road. He didn't stop to render aid. He didn't pick up that boy and rush him to the hospital. Anything. He didn't do anything but let that boy die. Cody was also driving on a suspended license. He had marijuana in the car, and somehow he got to go back home. Nothing is making sense, and everybody, including the people, the family of Jordan Hill, the townspeople, they are demanding answers, transparency. What's going on? Why is this man walking free and able to go home? The Meade County Police Department has confirmed that Mr. Jordan Hill did indeed pass from an accident, but they are not releasing any statements about what happened, who did it, any of that. They're keeping everything under wraps, and if it was an accident, why wouldn't they say that? We need answers, and we are demanding justice, but in the meantime, the family is raising $16,000, I'm assuming, to pay for funeral expenses and maybe even therapy. You never know, because this is a terrible, terrible thing to happen. A child being mowed down in the street and nobody to pay repercussions. Nobody's answering questions. They can't even get a, "I'm sorry, I didn't see him," or something. They have nothing but their baby gone. Taking a life is a consequence only when you are a black person. Because let this have been a little white boy, we wouldn't be having to demand this. And then this is happening in Mississippi. Come on, man. Y'all, I'm really getting so mad at this point. This is our kids. This ain't my child personally, but when I see a child, I treat them and think of them as if they were my own. This is sad.
Well, ever since these racist white folks have been saying, "Off with Carmelo's head, he needs to die," this and that, racist Twitter has been on their heads. Okay? Ever since that, or when Carmelo got out of jail, it's been on a high horse right now. And they're showing these racist white folks who are not saying anything about these cases, and they're showing them to their face what's going on and why they're not in an uproar. But they're in an uproar about Carmelo Anthony. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm just sitting back and watching and reporting, because I'm like, well, this is kind of crazy that they're in an uproar about this, but they're not in an uproar about that. And I see, a lot of white folks in the comments as I was doing my research about this video. They're saying this is a shame. This man should be not even under the jail. He should be in his grave. And I admit that. It's not all white people are racist. It's just the ones that are saying, like, Carmelo and this and that. These is what racist TikTok is trying to get them to see. This man killed this little black boy and they let him go. They let this white man go. And he literally killed this boy on purpose. I don't think this was an accident. Because if it was an accident, he would have stopped, rendered aid, and called 911. This man literally kept going, stopped, saw that his rearview mirror was off, backed up, got his rearview mirror, and drove off. Now, in this article, there's really not much because nobody's talking about this. It's swept under the rug. So, the Amite County coroner, Cam Sharp, confirmed that a child was killed in an ATV wreck earlier this month. Coroner Sharp said that the 10-year-old Jordan Hill was killed in the wreck on April 6. Details of the incident were not known. There are many social media posts claiming Hill was killed in a hit-and-run accident. WLBT has not been able to confirm those claims. We have reached out to the Amite County Sheriff's Office for information, but have not received any response. Why? Why haven't they received any response? Oh my God. But they won't do anything to this white man. Y'all not crying out saying, "Arrest this white man, arrest this white man," but y'all are crying out saying, "Carmelo, Carmelo, Carmelo." But I guess these racist white folks But this man needs to be arrested and he needs to go to jail. He does. It's just sad that racism is still alive and well here in America, especially down south.
Cody Radisson, I'm on your ass too. Out of Mississippi, you ran over that 10-year-old black boy that was riding his ATV in your neighborhood, and you got them Confederate flags in front of your house. When you returned back to the scene, all you went back for was to pick up the mirror that came off your truck. This is what I'm talking about when I say it's too many white privileged people out here, and I'm getting tired of it. Mississippi, y'all not making enough noise for me. When y'all gonna stand up and realize who y'all are and quit letting these white T people do y'all like that, man? Real talk. I'm getting tired of this right now, man. I promise y'all, how was y'all feeling we was to ride around and terrorize every white T person that we seen and made y'all stay in y'all houses and made y'all uncomfortable to the point where y'all didn't want to come out? We need justice for Jordan Hill. I need everybody to go type in Jordan Hill, and why the news ain't covering this story? Why we not seeing this over the media? Why y'all want to talk about Mello? We need justice for Jordan Hill too. Real talk. Mississippi, y'all better stand up. Woo, man, say, I get too mad when I think about these subjects.
This is a call to action. And I don't need you just to tag somebody else. I need you to take action. This is 10-year-old Jordan Hill. And on April the 6th in Liberty, Mississippi, in Emmett County, he was murdered during a hit-and-run accident.
A young boy from Emmett County recently died in an ATV crash. The coroner of Emmett County says 10-year-old Jordan Hill died Sunday, April 6. Hill attended Emmett County Elementary. The school posted on Facebook offering its condolences to his family. We have reached out to the Emmett County Sheriff's Office multiple times, but we have been told the sheriff is not available. This is at...
Yes, you heard that correctly. The local news station has reached out to the sheriff's office on multiple occasions to get information into the investigation of the murder of 10-year-old Jordan Hill, and they're being told that the sheriff is not in. So this call to action is going to involve a contact number for the Emmett Sheriff's Department, and we're going to see if we can get some answers. But this is what happened. On April the 6th, Jordan here was riding his ATV near his home when he was struck by a pickup truck. A pickup truck being allegedly driven by Cody Rowlinson, who lives just a few houses down from Jordan Hill's house. And it's not missed on me that Cody flies the Confederate flag on his property. Now, I want you to let the callousness of the individual who murdered this 10-year-old child as he was riding his ATV on that April 6th day. A man who didn't even attempt to stop his truck. There are no skid marks indicating that he tried to stop or avoid hitting 10-year-old Jordan Hill. I want you to understand there's no indication that he even got out of his truck to check on the condition of 10-year-old Jordan Hill. I want you to understand that this man was driving with a suspended license, and the only thing he was charged with in connection with the murder of Jordan Hill was possession of marijuana. And maybe the Emmett Sheriff's Department is not responding because the local news media is only capable of making a few calls a day. Well, I have over 800,000 followers, and this is a call to action. I want you to call the Emmett County Sheriff's Department and ask them when will an arrest be made in connection with the murder of 10-year-old Jordan Hill. Here's the number, and then I want you to come back to my comment section and check in and tell me what they told you. Let's get it.
So 10-year-old Jordan Hill was riding his ATV in Liberty, Mississippi, where he is from, and he was unalived in a hit-and-run accident, and people in that community think that it was one of his neighbors, which is a Cody Rowlinson, who actually used to live in Texas. Why? Just why? They had a lot of things to say about this man. It is very clear whoever hit Jordan did not stop. There are no skid marks. They didn't try and, render aid to Jordan. And they also believe that he came back to only pick up his light on his vehicle that was left at the scene and then got back in that vehicle and kept it pushing. Now, Cody has some previous run-ins with the law for drinking under the influence, some rugs in his possession, and he even currently has a suspended license, and he's still been driving. Now, the outside of his house very clearly lets you know where he stands, and that is that. Community there does not believe Jordan's life was taken by some just accident. They believe it was very intentional based on the things that they know about Cody as a person. The family, of course, is very devastated that they are dealing with the loss of a 10-year-old. No mother should ever have to be burying a 10-year-old, let alone any child. But a 10-year-old who had so much life to live is no longer with us, and they are fighting for justice for him because they believe with every ounce of their being that Cody is responsible for this loss of life.